I got Dutchess in 2003 when she was 8 weeks old. I decided to work with Dutchess as a therapy dog when she was about 5 years old. A friend of mine had told me about the work and the training program. It sounded interesting, so I brought Dutchess through it. Dutchess loved going through the training, and she loved eventually working as a therapy dog. She still does. She just loves the attention and just loves socializing with people. And so it was something that she really continues to enjoy. As a therapy dog, she will, in general, just come and visit people and make them feel better, give them some emotional support. Depending on where they are, it may be she's visiting either someone in school and helping a child with reading, allowing them to read to her. It may be visiting a patient in a hospital. We do much of our work at the Anderson Center for Autism, so she'll go and help some of the guys there with either some of their speech goals or some of their kinetic goals. So it all depends on where she's visiting. Dutchess was diagnosed with pigmentary uveitis when she was 7.5. That's an inherited disease that dogs sometimes get, and particularly golden retrievers. And from the time of her diagnosis, I knew that there was no long-term treatment for it. We would treat the symptoms for as long as we could, and eventually the symptoms would become painful and she would need to have her eyes removed. And that happened just a couple days after her 8th birthday. She needed surgery to remove both her eyes. I was afraid that it might affect her ability to be a therapy dog, that she might be startled or scared or not want to be out in crowds. And it turned out that it had absolutely no effect on her ability to work as a therapy dog. She went back to work 3 weeks after the surgery and has been working ever since. It inspires people to kind of think outside of themselves. First of all, it's somebody that's maybe ill in a hospital and feels sad or depressed about that. They can look at Dutchess and say, well, she's gone through her share of medical issues and she's still out there kind of giving back and helping out and keeping a positive attitude. So that's one thing. I think that in other capacities, she's able to help people step outside of themselves and consider things from another perspective. For example, when some of the guys at Anderson Center work with her, they like to play fetch with her. And when she lost her vision, they needed to make some allowances for that. They needed to let her sniff the ball before they threw it. They needed to realize that she was going to take a little longer to find the ball, and she had to sniff it out instead of seeing it with her eyes. And it was really a valuable opportunity for them, I think, to sort of step outside of their own perspective and see things from hers. And that really fit in well with some of the goals that they had in their program. I collaborated with a couple of friends in producing a children's book about Dutchess, and we published it last year. And we really felt that there was a great message that Dutchess had to share with everyone, including children. Dutchess has a website. It's dutchessthetherapydog.com. There's contact information there. There's information about our book and about Dutchess and her history. And you can send an email to me and or Dutchess through that website. And we're always glad to make visits and provide support when we can. So anybody that wanted to talk to us about that, we'd be certainly happy to get back in touch with them. She also has a Facebook page where we post some of her activities and people can kind of see what she does, and we're always up for making more friends.